Manny Pacquiao and Jeff Horn finally have a network that will televise their WBO welterweight title fight, and that network is ESPN. Bob Arum, as you all know, has been behind the scenes negotiating a deal with the now known but then mystery network that would air some of his fights, including some of his best fighters: Terrence Crawford, Vasil Lomachenko, Oscar Valdez, Manny Pacquiao, just to name a few, as well as the up and coming prospects Shakur Stevenson, Michael Conlon, and now we know that that network is ESPN. The first fight of that deal will be July 1st as Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn takes place at the Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, Australia. Manny Pacquiao will be in foreign territory against Horn, who will be fighting in his home country. Horn is 16-0-1 with 11 knockouts. He has victories over Randall Bailey, former champion, one of the hardest punchers in boxing history, as well as Ali Funeka. He stopped him. He stopped Randall Bailey. So he has some quality wins because both of those guys were very good fighters, especially in their prime. This is a massive step up for Jeff Horn. Although Manny Pacquiao is 38 years old, he's a former 8 division champion, current WBO welterweight champion. He's been in the ring with with Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, Antonio Margarito, Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley. The list goes on and on. He's just an all-time great, one of my favorite fighters, future Hall of Famer, and I expect him to win this fight. And it's good to see that his fight has a home. Although this is not the best matchup, but still, he's done a lot for boxing. He's brought a lot of attention to boxing, so it's good to see that he's going to be fighting where everybody can see him. Because ESPN is a major network, but all you have to have is basic cable. You got basic cable, the basic channel package. You can see this fight, which is great, which is a great thing for boxing fans like myself who love boxing and love watching boxing every chance they get. So although it's not a quality matchup, it's still good news because Top Rank has some very good fighters and very good up and coming fighters. There's also rumors, in a video I touched on this, but I'm gonna reiterate that Vasil Lomachenko versus Orlando Salido, the rematch, will likely take place August 5th on ESPN as well. And also Terrence Bud Crawford taking on Julius Indongo for every junior welterweight title to determine an undisputed champion at 140. So that is a big, big fight. Those are some big, big fights. And you can't forget Oscar Valdez, who is a top 126-pound fighter who is on the rise. So, like I said, it's a good thing for Top Rank. And this agreement is for 2 years, which 18 fights will take place over the next 2 years. And, some of the fights could also be telecast on ABC. Disney owns both ESPN and ABC networks, so there's a strong possibility that some of the fights will also be on ABC, which it will kind of bring it back from like the earlier glory days where fights used to be aired on CBS and ABC. CBS has aired some boxing with Thurman, Porter, and Garcia Thurman, and now ABC can get back in that fold with some of Top Rank's best fighters participating on ABC. Also, Top Rank is trying to go the route of a WWE network or the UFC with how they have their UFC pass, and pretty much all that is their own personal app where they have all their events from the moment they were established and televised in their library. So all you have to do is purchase it, pay your monthly whatever fee it is. You'll be have access to fights from 5 years ago, a year ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago that you can go back, revisit, watch. Also, you'll be able to see the pay-per-views live once you subscribe to Top Rank's app and making that monthly payment. So that's also a great thing because I know I'm a wrestling fan, not as big as I big as I once was, but I still watch it from every now and then on the app. You can just tune in, watch pay-per-view, or just revisit, some of your favorite wrestling moments. So this could be a game changer for Top Rank once this app is, done and established and released to the public. And ESPN also may get into that as well, having a vaulted, their vault where, they, show some of the fights they, they did way back in the day, because I know ESPN and Top Rank, or it was called ESPN at, hold on. Yeah, they had ESPN had a Top Rank boxing series, that ran for 16 years from 1980 to 1996. So this is a good thing. It's not good for HBO. This doesn't spell the end for them, because I believe Top Rank still would work with HBO, given the right amount of money, and the guarantee of a proper promotion on their part of a fight. But regarding one of Top Rank's fighters, but this doesn't look good for HBO, who used to be the mecca of quality, must-see, action between the best of best fighters. And slowly, they've just been in the decline and kind of have slashed their boxing budget. They're kind of going towards more of having TV series like Game of Thrones, and shows like that. So it's bad for HBO, but they still have some quality fights coming up. But this is a good thing for Top Rank and Bob Arum. And like I said, if you got basic cable, that's all you need to watch ESPN or ABC to see these fights. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Follow us on Twitter at ColossalCBT. Make sure to turn on the notifications to get notified every time we upload content. Follow us. Like I said, go over to Facebook, smack that like button on our Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Chop it up with us on there, on Twitter, on here. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.